Good morning, everyone. This is Nicole, your Mobi bloggist for toctown.com. And today I wanted to give you an update on my Mobi station, on what I use to do and film my video blogs, as well as when I go on my sewing and stamping staycation. So, as with any other project, if you've ever managed a small or a medium sized project, there's always a snag here and there. And that's the first snag that I had. Once I decided that this would be my device that I use for recording, the battery refused to charge. So, hopefully, a call, a call, order to amazonsmile.com will have the replacement battery and I can recharge it and hopefully use it for the next year or two before I have to decide on a new device for recording while I'm out and about. So as you saw, my little production prop, which is going to be holding my 3x3 post-it pop-up notes when I do my stamping staycation, my slippers that I'm going to be taking with me on the road. I always like to be comfortable while I work. Even when you dress in heels, you got to bring something comfortable when you have to walk around as an event planner. And I wanted to make a special bag for it, so when I, just drop it in my suitcase or in my overnight bag, that it's not getting any dirtier than necessary. I like keeping it white, but I understand things happen, but for the most part, I like keeping things, clean. Um, this was fabric from previous projects that were given to me, and I ended up making a dress and a shawl. I'm going to be diving back into business wear, so I decided not only to use this to highlight one of my TNs that I'm working on sewing together, but also to make another project out of it. I have something in mind, but I'll wait till the fall to share with you the final product. As you can see, that was the first shawl that I learned how to sew with gracefully. My brother's mother-in-law allowed me to use her machine, and years later, almost a decade later, I still have the material, so I'm going to repurpose it for another project. It's too gorgeous to let go. What can I say? And next up, I want to share with you the planner that I'm going to be using for the summer during my alumni access, where I do a lot of the research that I'm going to plan for the following year. And that's the bag that I use to carry everything in, just to give you a brief glimpse of the equipment. Some of you that have been following me and subscribed to the channel know that I have the Surface RT, the Happy Planner, which I'm going to pull out right now because I'm going to use it for highlighting the new planner that I'm going to be creating for 2019 into 2020. And of course, the Business Boutique for our book club, my daily planner where I write my notes, and my wallet. I'm going to start writing notes whenever I do video blog as opposed to just winging it, because a lot of times it's not that I forget to do things, but right after the video is done, I said, oh, I could have shared this with them. I could have shared that piece of information. So pretty much to get more out of what I present in my planner videos, I'm going to be writing notes and then pretty much not scripted, but still outline what I want to say. So right here, I'm just putting something on visual memory so that when I do sew my next bag, that I remember there are some things that I do like about this bag. You may not see it, but it's had its wear and tear and, use for many moons. So I'm going to be switching it out for another bag that either I buy from a small business owner or I go ahead and sew it on my own. So here's me adjusting the camera. I really, 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 really like this Happy Planner, or me and my big ideas board that when I purchased at Costco, the Happy Planner. I'm going to have to replace the paper on top, but pretty much it's set up for whenever I want a video blog. I just need to clear off that specific area. I don't have to clear off a whole desk or, any other section if I'm out and about with it. It makes it very handy and very convenient for me to go ahead and film a video blog for you. Even when I have a request, then I can share my response and then send it to them as a link, unlisted on YouTube. So here is my new cover for my Happy Planner. Just want to take out a few private notes that are for other clients. And I'm going to be reorganizing it so it fits, any particular director's need while they're setting up their artisan admin retreat. Either it's a center, you're working from home, but pretty much I really go deep into a lot of the subject areas of what I've learned over the years as an administrator, now as a director, and also as a producer. So let me just highlight why I chose the Get to Work book planner. It's When I say simple, I love the black and white classic look after having had multiple planners. This one really fits my needs whenever I need to design something and I just need a classic backdrop. I can always add my color codes, or even if it's a specific color for or design for a specific client, I can gear it towards them. And this really allows me to do those things not only per project, but just in the overall scheme of things. Because for my retreat channel, which I'll link in the card for you, is actually coded for red, but everybody's color is not necessarily red. But pretty much I can always switch out the dashboards and dividers. I'm going to keep the pin loop the same, but what I do is put quarterly. I don't put the whole year in all at one time. I base it on each quarter, so therefore I can pre-plan as well as look back on maybe a specific project that I was working on within that same quarter. Then I can quickly reference it, rather than looking it up, online, or, finding it deep down in an SD card somewhere. So, and then that's just an outline for the newsletters I'm going to be producing in 2019. I really like this black cover. I know that I've been trying to move out of the black, but all I had to do was wrap some washi tape around that pin, and I know that this is designated specifically for this planner. So pretty much if I take it out of the loop, I know exactly which planner it belongs to. And then what I did here was, even though the folder is blue, if I have to use information that is on my retreat channel for my local planner challenge, for my local planners planet channel, then I can go ahead and add it to this folder without having to search deep for other items. When you're organizing things, you want things where you can easily access them. Having to look for stuff, you really waste a lot of time. So of course I'm not going to be throwing away these old covers. I'm going to use them to house the extra inserts that I use throughout the year. So that's what I have for you for my mobileblogist.blogspot.com. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. And I am Nicole, your mobile bloggist for TOCtown.com. Take care.